Good morning, guys. Well, it's morning for me. It might be the afternoon or evening for you guys when you guys are watching this, but whatever it is, good day to you guys. I don't know if I told you in my last video, when I had just got back into town, we were actually sick. We got sick the last 2 days when we were away, and that rolled over into being sick for the first 2 days being back, which is why I've been missing. And then after I got better, it was just the weekend and church and all getting back to regular life. So some things that I've been doing while I've been at home is right here. So right here in this corner, I think yesterday, put this together and had my son cut the boards for me. This is actually plywood that I used to build this tabletop right here. We had some leftover plywood and I had him cut it down for me. And so let me see if I can. So there is, I think, there's 5 shelves. So I have been adding books to these shelves. These first row of books are all of my herbal books and cooking books. Well, not all of my herbal books, but the herbal books that I had sitting inside my room, and cooking books. And then the next row are all my gardening, homesteading, butchering type books, preserving, stuff like that. Also, I just added the soap making book here because I do want to get into soap making. I also ended up putting in my onions and potatoes. I still have one more shelf that I want to build over on this side right here, and then I have a row, actually I have 2 rows for my kids' homeschool books, because this is where they do their homeschool, right here at the table. Obviously it's summer now, so I'm just trying to take out all of the books that they use this school year and then put in new books. So it's just all a cleaning process. I do want to head out to the garden because I haven't been in the garden. I've been harvesting, well, my girls have been harvesting like little tomatoes here and there. There's tomatoes there and cucumbers, but I know that I have some squash out there ready, and I want to check again for some more green beans. So we're gonna go outside together and we'll see what we come back with. Oh my goodness, my son needs to come out here. These trees are getting so aggressive right at the walkway right here. And this is just gum trees that need to be dealt with. It always looks lovely here first thing in the morning because the sun comes up behind those trees. Oh wow, that tomato's really big. I absolutely love having these cattle panels full with green beans, and I will always, if you hear the car going back by, that's my husband. I will always have these cattle panels right here filled with green beans because they bring me so much joy. They make me so happy to see. And we have green beans. I actually don't remember the variety of green beans that I put here. I'm assuming these were the purple potted green beans, or they might have been, I thought that I replanted dragon tongue bush beans here, but I don't see any. So, oh my goodness, Shadow's down here rubbing herself on me again. let me harvest these green beans and let me harvest these green beans and I'll be right back. I want to show you this cluster of beans right here and how pretty that looks. I am so bad about coming out here not prepared, even though I knew I was coming out here to harvest. I had my rue apron sitting right next to me and I still forgot to get it when I came out here. So now I have a pocket full of green beans. And then I just looked over here and saw that we have some tomatoes ready as well. But this marigold is, let me show you this marigold. It's unbelievable. I don't remember if this is marigold. I just like threw a seed over here or if it's from last year, because I didn't plant marigolds here last year, but I did throw like a lot of dead plants that I thought were dead. But this marigold is literally the most lush marigold here, and it just looks amazing. Every time I walk by it, it's just like taking over the bed and looks gorgeous. Okay. These are all of my dwarf tomatoes. Actually, I think these were more than dwarf. They were super dwarf. And so they were only supposed to grow up to like 2.5 feet. I have some other ones that are still green. They're not doing too hot. And you can tell that these beds need some nitrogen because the beans are yellowing. But then in this section, the beans are flowering and more green. So I'm gonna have to fix this. So last year I had cattle panel here, and then you guys, I saw and told you guys in a video, I took down these cattle panels because I was going to put up netting for all of my cherry tomatoes, and then it just got out of hand and away from me. I have not been able to put up netting, but I'm going to have to this week because you can see the plants are falling over and they're producing, oh, the Brad's Atomic Grape are right here. So all of the cherry tomatoes have fallen over and are definitely have a lot of cherry tomatoes on them, and there's nothing for them to climb on. Definitely have a lot of work ahead of me to win this garden back. It like started out so slow, and then all of a sudden it was time to leave, and now all of a sudden it's June. So that happened really, really fast. Okay. I also see some cucumbers we need to harvest. I missed a cucumber here. Let me show you how big it's gotten. Ugh, it's stuck now.
Can I put that inside?
This cucumber has gotten giant. Found another one. Yeah. There's some what? Some what? These are supposed to be those little snacking cucumbers that you get from like Costco that come in like a bag. What'd you say, Niall?
There's squash over there.
Squash over there?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
A bunch of them?
Yeah.
Can you get a basket for me, Niall?
Yeah. I will. It'll fit easily.
I heard crunching and I turned around and Shadow's eating a grasshopper. Praise the Lord. If you've been around here any amount of time, you know that I have an infestation of those loober grasshoppers, which have been eating my plants. So I'm glad she's been in here eating them. Good girl. This is also a small cucumber. It's called Tasty. Oops, that broke. Ugh. 'Tis the season of the cucumber. Oh, Naomi, did you get the other cucumbers? They're in there?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna put the green beans in there too. Can you get the tomatoes from over there?
Yeah.
Wait, Niall. Can you go get them? And I'm gonna put these in the basket. Okay, there you go. They're over there. There's 4 tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Are you staying out here with me?
Yes.
Okay. I think we have more stuff to get. This year, a cucumber. This year has been unseasonably cool weather. Like this whole week is only going up into the mid 80s and it's already June, which is very abnormal. We're gonna leave those beans now. So these are black, actually no, pinto beans that I planted here last year, and I'm gonna let them dry so that we can have pinto beans, but you can see there's so many of them.
This one's wet.
Yeah.
But this one.
What's this? Oh, a lemon cucumber. Oh, wow. So this is my first year growing lemon cucumber. And I was not going to grow it this year, but a few of you convinced me that I should give it another try. So I did. And these are my first lemon cucumbers. Previous years I have not had success getting them to harvest. So I'm happy for these 3.
That flower has a lot of bugs on it.
Let me see.
I think a bug ran there.
Oh yeah, it does have. Oh wow. Yeah, that does have a lot of bugs on it. We'll leave them. I didn't actually plant this sunflower here. Last year I had sunflowers on the edge of each bed, and sunflowers replanted themselves, which is awesome.
Look at that one, that thing go down.
Wow,
And there's
I see a
another
lot.
one
Oh my
over
god.
there, too.
Oh my goodness, guys. I am not gonna be able to break that squash right there. I'm gonna have to get some scissors. Oh wow, there's one right there too.
Might I pull this one?
Which one?
This one.
Yeah, you can pull those.
Come on.
Wait. Actually, no. We shouldn't pull it. We should go get scissors. Yeah, we'll go get scissors because this one right here.
A fat one right there.
Yeah, there is a fat one that's so big. Okay, we'll go get scissors.
What if they go over there?
Yeah, they are going over and it looks amazing.
That one's ready.
Yeah.
Mommy,
Hmm.
I saw something on those trees.
You saw something?
Yeah, one of those trees.
No, some of the tomatoes that I'm picking are not completely turned. They're blushing and they'll continue to turn inside. I'd rather get them while they're blushing rather than leave them out here and then I want to grab this. Rather than leave them out here and bugs get them. So of course that's not ideal, but I'm just trying to get unholy tomatoes. Like there's squash bugs on here. These are mushroom basket tomatoes and they're so interesting. Now let me get the basket. Oh, I just broke that.
I should get all those. I should get those.
Isn't that so interesting? Last year, this was my favorite cucumber, the Suyo Long. And I was wondering, where did I plant them? Because I haven't found any. So now I know. Planted them up here. Yes, now. Ugh. A cross or a squash? A squash? Well, I don't know what kind of squash it is. Squash. It's not the same squash. Let me see. I think this is a winter squash. Let's see if I have a tag. Nope, that's... So this is a coral fountain amaranth. Oh, that is a squash. That's a trombonzino. Okay.
Can I pick it?
We can let it get a little bigger just because we have a lot of them on the other side.
Mine, there's a big thing over there.
We should probably get this trellis though.
If it's this tree right there, that would be nice.
Oh wow, that's one super long. Ooh, bugs! Blah!
I'm supposed to pick up those.
Pick up what?
Pick up those.
We'll leave them and come back for them. Literally, these grasshoppers are the creepiest things that I've ever did see.
Mine, they're
Ooh, they are so creepy and so big. Ugh. So it looks like I missed a white cucumber, salt and pepper cucumber here. Nia, look at that big cucumber. I mean, big, ooh, and it just jumped. And there's one over there, Nia, you see it? It's disgusting. So this is salt and pepper cucumber.
Look at that one. It's
Where?
yellow.
Yeah, I know, I left it too long. When it turns yellow, It's not good. You can get that one. It's smaller.
This one?
Yeah. And there's one over there that you can get.
Where's all of the pikeys? Hold it.
Thanks.
I see that little baby one.
This is called Hot Biscuit, and they say you could use it in flower arrangements.
Oh,
And it is way prettier in person than I even saw. I found out this in flower videos. And it looks really pretty.
Yeah.
That's an amaranth. Hey, now I see one more cucumber. Can you get it right there?
One more cucumber?
Yeah. Not that one, the other one.
Where?
Over there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, right there.
This one.
What is it? Oh yeah, that's the summer savory. Pull it now. Thanks.
That pikey dude.
I don't want to break the plant, so I want to cut it. Because there's some really big ones in there.
I want to get this one.
Yeah, with the scissors. So we can cut it. Hold it, or you want to cut it? Because it's going to fall when I cut.
Hold it.
That's as long as you.
Hey, you also. Can you cut that one?
Yeah, we'll cut this one. Excuse me.
Oh, my baby. Now you got hold one here. I wrapped it around me.
Good night.
I told you anything.
Okay, I have the cucumbers in my hand. The girls, actually I could probably put them in the basket. Let me see. I don't want to squish the tomatoes and other stuff that are in there. Maybe if I put them, just sit them at top. Okay. And the girls will pick up the squash and we're gonna head inside. Hey girls, can you guys bring those squash inside, please? So you might be asking what I plan to do with this food. So for the cucumbers, I thought about turning them into pickles and then freeze drying them and making pickled chips. The squashes I have been shredding, and I still do have like 2 or 3 squash in the house because I'm shredding it to use for muffins later or to put into recipes. So I could either shred it and freeze dry it. Right now my freeze dryer has eggs that are ready to come out. Ooh. So I could technically turn off the freeze dryer, get the eggs out, and then turn it back on once I shred this squash. I'm definitely not going to preserve any of this right this moment. The tomatoes, I bring it to the table. The tomatoes, I plan on waiting till all of them turn ripe, and I'm going to freeze them for making sauces later in the winter when life isn't so hectic. And that's pretty much about it. Oh, and then the green beans I'm also freezing and eating. The girls are eating them fresh, and I'm freezing them as well. The cucumbers that are like this big, that like are turning yellow sorry, I can definitely, like this is the suyo long, I can give to the pigs. We can, any fruit that I've gotten out of hand, I can supplement the pigs feed with it. So showed at the beginning of the video, I have these cucumbers and tomatoes, and the kids have been eating the smaller ones that's this size, just fresh. So this is definitely the season of cucumbers and squash. We'll definitely be happy for these cucumbers and squash when the garden season's over and We have fresh squash to make muffins or to put into recipes. We've also been eating cucumbers fresh with lunch, kind of making it a quick pickle where you just put like water, vinegar, and salt. We've had that 2 times yesterday with cucumbers. We'll have that until we get tired of cucumbers, and then the rest, like I said, I'll start freeze drying and making pickle chips, because last year I made pickle chips, or actually maybe it was earlier this season, and that was really good. Anyway, I'm sure this video has gotten long enough, and so if you are still here at the end of this video, we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.